Hello, everyone. Welcome to Die Party Golem's Curse, week number 3. I'm fucking excited. Y'all should be excited. That's right. I said y'all. Get over it. It's been a week since we last played, and I'm really keen to work out whether or not we're actually going to let this guy out of his crystal egg. I think we should, but that's besides the point. Let me go around and introduce everyone. Up first, we have Jacob playing Engolard.
Yo.
Up next, we have Wreckage putting on the helmet of Roland.
Hello. No helmet today, though.
No helmet today? No? You lost your cup. It's
No, I
actually
didn't.
probably
I
got
have my
drink in
cup,
it.
but Roland wasn't wearing his helmet, so
Really?
yeah. Let's be in. Yeah, I'm being in character. I mean, it's there. He still has his helmet. He didn't lose it or anything.
Like under his arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's getting ready to board the space shuttle, so he's got it under his arm, and he's walking in slow motion while the music plays.
Nice. I
Awesome.
like
Do
it.
do do do.
Okay, so up
Pretty good
next,
character.
we have Brian playing Ancel.
Hello.
Up next, we have Gamer Siren, who is... I don't know how to introduce your character. Like, riding the bear into the scene as Jenny?
Riding the bear.
I don't know. don't ask.
Riding Pike.
Doing druid things. Period.
Flying.
Hashtag.
Alright, so, okay, every character has an introduction. Walser has Pike flying into the scene to, like, break up the scene. What is Jenny's? Is it a wooden stick? Is it a stone dagger?
Yeah. So
Like, what is that?
we're talking
Rolling
about
up
those
and
scene
down.
transition that
Yeah.
we joked about. The
Yeah.
explosion for the arrow, the pike, the
I'd
Throwing
imagine
it,
some
like,
sort of
around like a
druidic
plant.
music, like maybe music like fucking magic, maybe like a butterfly flying up something. I don't know.
you
No,
can do
but,
the
like,
sun wipe.
standing
Well,
in like the middle of the woods, and then like a big gust of wind comes, blows her hair back and her cowl back, and then she's like, "Hey."
That's like an anime fucking like now we're trying to figure out what our anime opening theme looks like.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
At
I'd
least get the
imagine.
actual
Then we're
music.
looking wistfully off in the distance, even though none of us ever have any wistful moments in the entire
Oh,
series.
God.
I'd imagine mine would be standing on top of a mountain with Pike looking over the horizon, like maybe holding like fucking Alistair's hat or something like that, and crunching it in my hands and looking up.
Yeah, and then and then you like cry a little bit. And the wind blows the tears away behind you, and the camera pans with the tears, and that's like what scene transitions into the next person's little fucking scene. That's all stupid.
Yeah.
All right, we can figure this out in the break.
Yeah. Up next is
Oh my
myself.
God.
I will be playing Walser, and half the brain of Pike. The other half of the brain will be played by lovely Game Master Graham. Or should I call you the Dungeon Master now? Because I don't know.
A Dungeon Master is it's copyrighted, and we can't use that.
Oh shit! All right. Well, there
What?
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't call yourself a dungeon master when
In-
you're running a
in-
game.
In other
Nope.
games, that aren't Dungeons and Dragons, you can't write Dungeon Master in the book.
Dang.
Oh, you can't
That's
write
why-
it in the book, but who gives a shit?
Right. So
Um,
if you don't, So GM, Game Master,
All right.
Creative,
Well,
whatever
there you
we call
go.
it.
There you go.
It's also more accurate anyway. What if there's no dungeon involved?
Yeah.
I mean, there is one now, but what if there
Currently,
isn't?
we're in a dungeon. That's why he said that in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're in a dungeon.
Way to keep up there, Roland. Way to keep up.
I mean, I know, but I'm saying it's like, why would you ever call yourself something that's only right some of the time?
Right.
Anyways.
and you forgot a character, the lovable Ansel's favorite non-player character, the pirate captain.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
God,
as
I
far as
hate
I'm
him so
concerned,
much.
he's got no legs to stand on.
Ha ha!
10 out of
I was all week to come up with that.
Yeah, I was workshopping it pretty hard
All
there.
week to write that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway, Graham, tell us what happened in the last episode.
Ha!
well, what happened was you guys confronted the pirate captain who was trying to drag away Grizagon's body to do something, whatever that it may be. And you were like, "Hey, where are you taking that body?" And he was like, "I'm just going to use it for its, for its meat." And you were like, "That's a little weird." And you proceeded to fight him and cut his head off with like 6 critical hits.
Yep.
or something like that.
That was
and he's
pretty
still alive.
ridiculous. Yeah.
And now he's just kind of a head that talks, because he's actually not a person. He's a flesh golem, and his body walks around after you guys as you guys are carrying his head. And he is very graciously offered to take you out, and he's doing so very truthfully. And we'll just get back to that, I guess.
Yeah, so the other things that happened was he sort of assembled Pike somehow, and then Jenni was gracious enough to roll an unskilled check. By the way, if you didn't buy that, you should.
What?
Well,
don't have a point.
she fucking nailed that unskilled land-based riding check, bro.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing that happened was that we found what's his fucking name? Like.
Well, you got to talk to Grizagon, speak with Dead.
Yeah, we did. We spoke with Dead. We got information that we pretty much already knew, for the most part. We did find out what one of the rings were. We still got two that we haven't found out yet. The other thing was that we found Castaminir, I guess, for the most part, inside a crystal.
You found a nameless wizard in a crystal egg.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure who it is.
I'm pretty sure. And Jacob's key that he's been carrying around his neck because he's bling as fuck.
Well, it's on neck. It's in bag.
Well, whatever, man. In my bias, you've got it like hanging around your neck like a big old
Bling,
fucking
bling.
It's ready to go.
Yeah. That started vibrating like no one's business, and he got real excited for a second and ran outside. Yeah, now we're at the top of or the middle of a lighthouse, standing in like a magic room or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, as far as anybody who doesn't have the detect illusion ring, you guys are standing in midair at the base of a lighthouse, sitting on a cliff with on the ocean.
Graham, how much XP do I have to pay in order to get my magical wounds on my legs to sort of hurt every time we're in magic? Because that'd be cool. I'd love that.
We'll workshop that.
Nice. All right, cool. Yeah, so I guess the last thing we left on was the pirate captain getting double fisted in the face.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. So I guess we need.
So yeah, what happened? Well, the pirate captain is being like, okay, yeah. He's saying. So yeah. You guys ready to leave now? I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm taking you out for sure.
Yes.
Yes.
For real this time. I was just funning the last time.
Why don't we wake up who's downstairs?
That's not. I
What do you
still
mean?
don't like this idea.
What?
Can we take him
What?
with us?
No. We don't need to bring him. I'm pretty sure we all know who he is, and I'm pretty sure he'd be just fine still asleep.
You don't think he could help us?
Probably not, since going by the tales, he was
Help you
insane
for
before
what?
he.
Help you with what? I'm taking you out.
Not you.
Shut up, you.
What do you need help with? I can help you.
Shut up, you.
I'm very helpful.
Can I put the gag back in his mouth?
Yes.
I'm gonna put
No,
the
no,
gag
no,
back in his mouth.
But no, I don't believe it's a good idea to actually wake him up. Before the tales even say that he went a bit cuckoo.
Crazy?
Bit cuckoo in the head.
Where's the body? The pirate captain's body.
I'm
Still-
sitting
we still
on
have-
it. Still
Still sitting on.
It's
Yeah.
missing.
I'm still
It's
cutting
now
it.
missing an arm, by the way.
Yeah.
If I
Where's the
remember
arm?
correctly.
Where's the arm?
It's just
Is it
sitting
like
on the
literally
side.
walking away with its hand? It's like,
Where
Dragging
is the arm?
itself.
yeah.
You've got it.
The arm is 6 feet away from its body to the east of it.
Dang,
Okay,
it's very
fine.
specific.
Yeah, unless maybe somebody's standing on top of it, because if you don't, then it begins to
I'm
crawl back.
sitting on the body.
Yeah, I know. The arm will begin to crawl back towards the body.
Anyone got
That's-
any
I'm
daggers?
I'll step my foot on. If I step my foot on the wrist of the arm, will that stop it from moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do that then. But I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it forcefully because I hate the thing. Grind my heel into it.
Okay.
All
Fine.
right, so
Whatever.
I guess we have a few choices here. I mean, we could explore the top part of these rooms. I mean, there's a bunch of rooms that we haven't yet been in up here. The other thing we could do is, I don't know, follow the pirate captain. But He's let
That
us
has
danger
not been
before.
working out well.
That
Yeah.
has not been working well. But I mean, it's either wander aimlessly or listen to this guy, and honestly, both have an equal chance of getting us killed.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Can I like pinch his nose so he can't breathe?
Roland,
Oh, sure, yeah. I didn't
Yes!
really want- so,
would
yeah.
you like to deal with him for us?
In a permanent fashion?
Maybe semi-permanent?
I don't know, Roland. I think you'd look pretty good with a handbag. Just saying.
Graham,
Ouch.
I wanna
Yep.
lean over. I wanna take my helmet off.
Okay.
And I wanna lean down next to Pirate Captain's disembodied head.
Yeah.
And I wanna give a big sniff.
Ew.
And does he smell like rotting flesh? Or is he just a dude?
No.
No? And is he oozing anything?
As an alchemist, do you have the ability to make embalming fluid? It sounds like the flesh has been preserved by something.
Oh, it's a preserved. He's not oozing anything, is he?
No.
Even out of this stump where his head used to attach to his body?
No.
Okay. I will put his head in my helmet and then just shut it.
Okay.
And then I'll hold the helmet.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Nice.
good. Yeah.
Thank
Fair
you.
Well then.
If you want, you can attach that helmet to one of the loose straps on Pike's saddle if you want.
I might need the helmet in combat. I'll just shake him out, put it back on. You know,
Yeah.
can't go messing around with straps.
Fair enough.
All right. What happens next?
Well, what do you want to do? I mean, we can explore this tower a little more before we leave.
Well, when I looked at it, mostly just the upper portion seems to be an illusion, at least.
Yes. Engolard, whenever you you see this room for what it really is, but those hippogriffs came from somewhere, and that was up high, and so there must be
Yeah.
some kind of. When you look up there, you do see there's some kind of ledge, some sort of other area on the quote unquote wall, like an alcove almost.
Yeah. There's something way up there, but the rest of the tower is an illusion, so who knows?
Are we still inside of this crystal thing?
No, the
we went
crystal
upstairs.
is in like a basement area of the lighthouse. It's deep. It's like a hole in the middle of the room.
All right.
But to you, it looks like a lighthouse.
Was there any doors down the bottom, like at the bottom of the lighthouse to get out?
No, just the 4 black portals. What to you look like
Yep.
they're just floating in midair around the room.
Right.
And they're just black and one blue for me.
And Graham,
yeah.
if you would be so kind, because I do not recall. Could you give a quick recap of the description of the basement that the crystal was in?
Yeah, that'd be
I
good.
feel like it's important.
It's nothing but it's like a 30-foot circular room with a blue crystal egg that's about 10 feet long, and inside is a archetypal wizard
Hmm.
with the long hair and stuff. And it looks like there's fog inside, like it's cold.
Engolard's key responded to this crystal?
Yeah.
It
Yes.
would seem so. I don't know if
Did
that
you-
was made apparent to you or not, but
Did you tell us about that?
I don't know. That's up to Engolard.
Yeah, I did tell you guys that my key would be able to do to possibly unlock him based on the fact that it's freaking vibrating.
Okay.
Did it look like the wizard inside the crystal egg? Again, wizard. I guess I don't know for sure that it's a wizard.
He's wearing a wizard hat.
Yeah.
He has a sign around his neck that
He has a
says
beard.
"Wizard."
No wizard for food.
Did it look like the wizard in the crystal egg had his own key?
Well,
We didn't get close enough.
you're not sure. That hasn't been.
Didn't
made.
get close enough?
No. I mean,
Well-
he basically walked downstairs and it began to vibrate enough for him to feel it, and then he went back upstairs.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
No,
I suggest that
investigation
we
is not-
go back downstairs.
I want to take a closer look at the crystal thing.
Yeah.
Says
We're
Roland.
not gonna
I
let him
will
out
I
of
do
remain
there,
too.
are we?
upstairs.
I promise
Walser,
not
you-
to blow it up without permission.
I will remain upstairs with the key.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
can
go
hang out
Roland.
with Pike then.
Sure thing.
Sure thing.
Makes sense to me. I go downstairs and I examine the crystal egg on closer.
Jenny, are you leaving the
And
body behind?
I'm gonna sit on it if she gets up.
Okay.
Thank
fine.
you,
And-
Engolard.
And the arm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Smack him
grab
with
the
it.
arm and
Ansel's
take it
on
with
Somebody
me.
just put it in
Alright,
a bag.
I have a question for you, Graham.
Yeah.
Is there a way that, Because the way that we used to get sheep on the back of a horse was that you would hog tie it, and then you'd sort of attach its legs to the back of a saddle. Are we able to do that with this body?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I mean, it typically I don't know if the sheep fights much whenever you do that, but if you remember, the pirate captain's body has 16 muscle.
All right, so yeah, that's fine.
What does he have? I'll check the stats.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is that you would tie the hands and the legs together in one knot, sort of thing.
Yeah, he's got 18 muscle, so even still, he might be able to break out something. Who knows?
Well, I mean, the body doesn't do much.
I mean, working together, he really doesn't have any chance against all of us, so we can just sort of make it a rote action to tie him up if that's what we decide to do.
Yeah.
Sure. You can tie him up. Is anybody who has rope use?
I don't think anyone has rope use.
I don't think I
I
do.
can't believe Walser doesn't have something like rope
I have
use.
rope use.
Oh, look at that. Ancel.
Ta-da!
Do you
Saving the day.
Oh, do you guys have any rope?
Yeah, question number 2. Do you have the rope to use to tie it up?
I believe I do have rope. I think there was rope given to me in the keep.
Also, Graham, Pike does have available straps that can be used, like leather belts or whatever.
Fair enough.
So if need be, we can hog tie him with that. It won't be as ideal, but
Well, I do have 20 feet of rope,
okay.
but it's cheap rope.
Well, that's fine. Just make the rope use check just for grins.
All right.
It kicks. Hit a 20. Fucking.
Another week at 20s.
Oh.
Okay.
Close.
Close enough.
You hog tie the power captain's legs to his one arm,
And if needed, Graham.
Well, and I shoved the other arm like in between the knot of the ropes, so it's like part of the knot.
You use it as like one of those turning things, so you can like make it tighter. You're like, there we go.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, what happens next? You guys all go downstairs.
Yeah.
Engolard does not.
Engolard and
We
Pike
look
stay up.
I'm gonna
closely
stay upstairs.
examine the wizard in his wizard crystal.
I mean, I have a question for Roland as we're looking at this.
You guys appearing and observing, like you're looking in like a surgery theater or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so looking down at the camera.
I'm leaning
sort of
over
thing.
slightly with my, I've got the, I'm scratching my chin with my index finger and my thumb, and I've got one of those jeweler's appraisal things that I just had.
Yeah, it's like an attachment for your helmet that you took out.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Roland, if you don't mind.
Sure, go ahead.
This crystal that it's made out of, is it possible that we can maybe, I don't know, melt the top half so we can just talk to the guy? I don't know how crystals work, so...
Well, typically, if it's a naturally occurring crystal, it has fracture points, which we really couldn't predict. And it could fracture just over the head, but more likely it would shatter into a million pieces. But because it's magical, any disturbance could cause the whole thing to just cease to be. You know what I mean? It could just de-summon.
So, Walser being Walser will flick it with his finger.
Okay.
It'll shatter into a million pieces because he's got 18 strength.
Walser now only has
you
9
flick
fingers.
You flick it. There's like a pause, and then it cracks into a million pieces, and then another second goes by, and then it falls apart. No, not really. No. Nothing happens.
So does it make like a sound? Like
No, it actually doesn't really make much noise at all.
Perfect resonance.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing like that. It just no.
Okay.
Do I see any interesting features upon this wizard? Any items
what's his
such
expression?
as a key?
Well, his expression is one of serenity and peace.
Almost like he decided to do this by himself. So maybe the
Sure, he's not frozen in eternal terror.
He's not like Han Solo sort of thing. Like,
no, he appears to be sleeping. You probably couldn't tell the difference.
Is he got like
he
his
appears
arms
to be
by
he's
his side,
bundled in
or-
like very like flowing robes and stuff, and there could certainly be things within the robes, like blankets and stuff. So
Interesting. So what are you thinking, Roland?
I'm thinking that we know that the pirate captain can't be trusted, right?
Oh yeah, I mean
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
clear.
But we don't know that the wizard can't be trusted.
Well, that's my thought as well. I mean, like, I don't know if you know how much what we've done in the past, Roland, but we've run into a few, and I put my hands up in quotations, even though I don't know what quotations are, like wizards.
Well, you know how to read, so.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I don't know if that's like a universal symbol back in those days. It's just like laser
Whatever.
beam, you know, like yeah. So yeah, I do that, and it's like I don't think we won't have. I mean, it's not impossible to kill wizards. I mean, I've been in a party that's killed 2 now, and an invisible ghost man.
I can do you one better.
Spooky ghosts.
Spooky
If we
ghost.
felt we had a confident way of opening this thing up, I could just set the whole room up with explosive traps. And if he made any funny moves, he'd blow himself up.
Wouldn't that
we
kill
wouldn't
us too?
I mean, we've got a situation here where we know where the fight's gonna be, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I
And
see
we
what
can
you're
If
prepare
I can
ahead of
interject,
time.
though, I mean, I think we already know that we can't trust this wizard. I mean, he made that damn flesh golem.
Actually,
He
no, I
made
think
the flesh golem.
I'm pretty sure
but-
the Pirate King made the flesh golem. I mean, this guy made like sex rooms.
I don't
Yeah.
Oh, so that's
No.
what it was.
It's-
No, wait, no, no, it wasn't that. Definitely wasn't a sex room. No.
Right. Uh-huh.
What?
Wink,
Supposed to
wink.
know about this island, right? It's got a room that shows you things, and it's got a room that keeps you fed. Now, those 2 things by themselves, neither of which are particularly sinister. As far as we know, everybody who's died here has died under the tricks of the pirate captain.
I'm in agreement with you, Roland.
Okay.
for once. Well, Graham.
It
just
makes
thinking back-
sense.
Thinking back real quick, the libraries that we went into, does that look like? Did they resemble like a study at all?
What libraries?
The ones with all the books in it, like the
I
trash
don't-
rooms and stuff.
Oh, there's only one room that had books. Which was the room that had Grizagon's corpse in it originally.
Or what about that other one with like the lizardmen and stuff in there?
There was a lot of fabrics and stuff. Books. No.
There was
wasn't-
one that particularly I remember you saying it had books in it strewn everywhere.
Oh yeah, no. There was one room with a couple of books, and specifically all that was in there was basically some ramblings that
Okay.
looked like they was written in kobold.
Has there been anything that I've seen so far that looks like a study?
No, definitely not. Except
Okay.
no, I mean the main room with Grizagon's corpse in it, the very first room, some sort of like study, some sort of library. Yes.
Okay.
You know.
Well,
Some
from
fashion.
what I can tell, this place was sort of like a home for this guy, and maybe he had a thing for building magical equipment. I mean, we sort of stumbled into that room, and the pirate captain said something of the sort. I mean, I know that he hasn't been very truthful, but some of the things that he has said has been truthful for the most part. Like maybe he's just lying to cover up his intentions or something, but I honestly don't think that this wizard has had anything to do with making these flesh golems. I don't know.
All we know, he froze himself in this crystal to get away from the annoying pirate captain.
There's like maybe he made him and then he regretted it and then said, "Fuck it, I will spend the rest of my life in a crystal." That makes perfect sense. That makes
All right,
perfect sense.
now, here's what I'm thinking we do. There's only one way into this basement, right, Graham?
Right.
All right, so England thinks he can open this thing with his key, right?
Well, no, I think that would be the possibility. I mean, all he said so far is it's vibrated, but you know, magic is fucking weird. Like we had a guy who
I did
touched the
say,
door
I
to
think-
open it.
Like, remember, I did say I did think it would open it.
Oh, okay, you did.
All right, so here's what we do. I'll set up a triggerable explosive right
Yeah.
here at the entrance to this room. England, we'll all be on this side in here in the entrance, looking onward and talking to the wizard from a distance.
Okay.
England will go up and do it, and it's his job to get back and over this explosive without accidentally blowing himself up. I'll tell him how. He just has to step over it. Really simple.
Okay.
Then, if the wizard, while we're talking, is it turns out he's a crazy megalomaniac who will attack us on sight for no reason, we simply have to leave the basement, and his pursuit of us will cause him to blow himself up.
Boom.
I can get down with that.
And also us, but
What if he can teleport?
Well,
then we're a bit fucked.
If he can teleport, then we have to fight him the old-fashioned way.
Well, if he
And we
can
would have had to
teleport,
anyway.
maybe we can get him to teleport us. Anyway, I think it's a really good idea when you talk to this guy. I am not a big fan of walking around in this fucking hellhole randomly, but that's just me. All right, don't let me dissuade you guys because I can glide on the back
No,
of
I
an
definitely
animal.
think that diplomacy is an option here. Unless, as I stated, he wakes up and he attacks us for no reason because he's a megalomaniac.
I feel pretty
Well, and
confident that
also-
we can kill the guy.
But the problem is, though, if he dies, then we're really screwed because he'd
We're really
be pretty
not
much the
getting
only one that could tell us how to get out of
Well,
here.
what about if he dies and then all of this shit disappears?
He's only gonna die if he attacks us.
Yeah.
Right? It's
And
not
all
like
I'm
we're
saying
just gonna
is that
sit
in the
here-
past, wizards seem to like to attack us.
So can we just retcon this and say that we were talking about this as we walked up to Engolard so that he can join in on this?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's allowed to participate in the conversation.
I mean,
Who cares about the conversation?
Engolard can basically hear you guys talking
Yeah.
down the hole.
Well, at least he can
Yeah.
hear
Yeah, we're not
Roland.
quiet.
Yeah, I can hear Roland. So I'm just hearing like,
Blow him up! Explosives!
I thought you said you weren't going to blow anybody up.
I said I wouldn't do it without permission. Walser just gave me permission. Boom!
Walser.
That's
The
Walser.
fuse is already lit.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. All right. So what do we think? Do you think it's worthwhile, Engolard, opening this guy's crystal tomb?
I don't like it either way.
Well, I mean, we
'Cause
can
he's there
explore
for
for the
a
next 17 days this terrible place. And need I remind you, the pirate captain did say that he was working on another flesh golem. I don't want to run into that guy, like, ever.
Yeah.
Graham,
Yeah, that's me.
how much would anyone know how much flesh would be required to make a flesh golem?
How much do you think?
Well, I kind of need to know. Like, this is something I'm guessing it would require at least obviously a full person's body.
Correct. 2 arms, 2 legs, a torso, and a head. I mean, the pirate captain looks like a person, so you imagine a person's worth of
Yeah.
flesh.
So yeah, so you're going
Maybe
to turn,
2. The thing is,
Could be 3 times as much. Could be 4
well,
times as much.
yeah.
You
If
don't
you want to
know.
make if you have archaeology, I'll give you that. But I'll give
I
you
don't
monster
have-
lore too. Actually, you failed a monster lore.
We
check
cut off the
before.
guy's head. Can we just take a look at the bottom of his neck to see if it's just all
But
flesh?
see how many rings there are, like a tree.
Of course.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are
If you
18
inspect the pirate captain's like neck stump,
Yeah.
yeah.
this looks like flesh. So
So
you
there's no like
either imagine.
neck, like windpipe or bone or anything like that?
No,
in it?
there's that piece of metal rebar
Yeah.
that begins
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it's like acts as a spine, some sort of support.
Okay. All right.
This guy's creepy.
I'm also curious if I can just rip that out of his body, but that's
Probably.
It's a little morbid.
I think you should try.
Yeah, let's just start taking him apart piece by piece like some sort of crazy serial killer.
Yeah, I'm not really into that. I sort of like turn, and as I'm saying that, I sort of like turn slowly and look over at Jenny.
I'm not a serial killer.
Well, I mean, like, we were fighting things and we came back and you were cutting into the body, so like,
How else am I supposed to stop him?
It's a valid point. Let's all move on. That's in the past. What's in the future is blowing up this wizard and
And
or
that's totally
diplomacy.
okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess we don't really have a choice. I mean,
Yeah.
we do have a choice, but it's a terrible choice. We're here. We
Well-
might as well see if we can wake
You
him
know
up.
what?
It's a terrible choice between wandering around, listening to the pirate captain, or waking up a wizard who, while maybe might be friendly, maybe won't be, and we don't know
Here,
if these
I've had a
voices will for
thought.
sure kill him.
I've had a thought.
Did it hurt?
No.
Dang.
In my armor, I'm probably the safest, and I already know how to walk over explosives. Why don't you hand me the key, and I'll try and wake him up, and you guys can all be in the hallway, ready to run away if things go to hell.
Listen.
Oh.
What about
Roland,
you?
I've got all this armor on. See, I'm the safest to do it.
Actually, I think I'm probably the safest to do it if we're looking at armor-wise, but...
Yeah, but
I mean,
how
explosive
likely are
armor.
you to trip and stumble and land on my explosive and blow yourself up?
Well, let's take a
Very.
look. Your dexterity is 11, mine is 9, so I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Mine's 15.
Yeah, shit. There you go.
What's your squishy?
Well, I mean, I have no chance of doing it because I know my explosives in and out, and I've got all this armor. Listen, we're overthinking it. Someone should take the key and do it. Me is a good idea.
I personally
So
would
it's gonna-
rather have Engolard do it, mostly because
Yeah.
he's dealt with a lot of wizards before, so yeah. Engolard?
I agree, Engolard.
Well-
I vote Engolard.
He doesn't seem very keen on the idea. That's all. That's why
I'm not keen on the idea, but if the rest of the party agrees, then I guess I don't have much choice.
Now, do you want anyone there with you?
I mean, I could still take the key and do it. Listen, I'm
No,
setting up this
I'll be
explosive
fine.
either way.
Yeah,
That's our
please,
big.
go ahead, do it.
That's our big. I need everybody who's not volunteering to do the key to go into the hallway leading into the basement because I don't want you having to walk over this for any reason.
I go in the hallway.
Yep.
What hallway?
Hallway.
It's just the staircase
stairwell.
begins
Or-
on the
yeah,
on
like-
the floor.
Yeah,
like
stairway
the floor where you're standing.
into the staircase, whatever. In the space before this bottleneck.
The
That's where
stairwell goes
explosives-
down in a spiral and ends at the
All right.
egg.
Engolard, if you want me in the room with you, I'm happy to be there.
I guess the backup would be nice.
You need to. Now we have two people who don't know explosives hopping over this explosive. All I'm
Well,
saying,
I've
Mm.
we're
I've at
complicating.
least examined your explosives, and so long as I know how you're setting up the explosives, I can dodge around it.
But Walser can't.
Yeah, I can.
He can do it.
I can do it.
Listen, if somebody dies, remember that I volunteered to do this, and you guys.
All right.
Yeah, I better
All
not.
right.
I better
We
not
won't-
hear in 18 weeks when we're on another adventure. Oh yeah, well you killed Walser, and I'll have to put my foot down on that one and say that
It was an
Walser
unfailable roll,
himself.
and you killed him.
Yeah, he made a faulty bomb. Yeah. All right, so I think we have a plan of action at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Graham, what do you think?
Okay. What do you mean? What? I'm not there.
You're the wizard,
Do-
so what do you say
do-
to it now?
Do whatever you want.
All right, so I guess Roland sets up his trap in the doorway. I don't know,
So,
like we watch him
Graham?
do it, maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I'm hooking up my my bundle of explosives, my
Yep.
5-1 to the landmine,
Okay.
and I'm putting it there right at the staircase.
Okay.
Just in case he's one of those assholes who likes to take stairs two at a time, I put it a couple stairs up, just so he doesn't step over it hilariously.
Yeah, on an even number.
Yeah. And and I tell everyone where it is,
Yep.
just so nobody, fucking blows themselves up, but they might anyway.
Sure.
And then I stand back and I watch. I get ready to, I don't know, participate in the diplomacy if it becomes. We're gonna be doing like the Inglorious Bastards. It's gonna be the Inglorious Bastards scene where we're at the top of the stairs and he's at the bottom of the stairs. Like, we got ourselves a Mexican standoff.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Fair enough.
And
What happens
then,
next?
myself and Engolard, I guess, will be waiting in the room.
Yep. I have the key.
Yeah. I would be weapon in hand, but I wouldn't be pointing it at the guy. I think it's important.
Yeah, well,
that we-
Sure. What happens next?
Well, I guess we're going down. Then I have the key. It's vibrating, right?
Well, yeah. So Engolard's going down then.
No, I'm.
Well,
with
it's
him.
both of us.
Yeah.
Both
Okay.
me, Engolard, and Walser are going down.
Okay. Good.
So as
There
I'm
you are.
going down, the more, I guess I'm gonna head up to the crystal then.
Yeah. Are you like brandishing the key?
Kind of. It's kind of in my
Okay.
hand right now.
Yeah. If the key is exposed, you actually see Castanier's body begin to vibrate, not the egg.
What? Well,
It vibrates like in time with the key. And actually, the closer do you get closer?
yeah.
Yeah. So like the closer you get, it almost looks like Castanier's like dancing inside the egg, but his face is the same.
Is
And
it?
then actually, what happens is two keys that are identical to the one you're holding emerge from the bundle of robes and blankets and things, and then basically stick to the inside of the crystal. You can see them trying to get out, trying to get to their brethren. Yep.
Does Roland go? Does Engolard go flying across the room with his key in hand?
Certainly not.
Thor
But
style.
the keys inside are vibrating, and the key on the outside is vibrating.
Well.
Can you put it closer?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, touching it yields a similar result.
So nothing really happens.
Right. Correct.
Plan B!
Do you want me to see if I can crack this open?
That I don't. I'm gonna examine the crystal really closely, see if there's any sort of not, I guess, cracks beforehand that we didn't inflict.
Interesting. Trying to make like some sort of like just kind of trying to examine the crystal for quality.
Appraisal.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it'd be appraisal or gym cutting.
Plan B, smash it.
If you
Yeah.
really need it.
Yeah.
If
I
you're just
throw a
gonna-
bomb.
If you're just gonna smash it, I mean.
Stand
I mean-
back. I got
Just smash it? Why smash something when you can blow it up?
this. Because
Hey guys, what's taking so long?
We're figuring this out.
If Engolard, if you want to make an untrained intuition roll,
I think I'd have to crit it then.
yeah, maybe.
Hey, it's
Well,
stupid.
I
can at least
try it.
man. So like,
If I can do
Try
it, you can-
making like a turning motion with the key.
Oh, come on!
Ah,
Okay, yeah. So no, it appears perfectly intact and perfectly well put together.
Can I try like put both hands? How big is this crystal? Can I? It's a human size, right? So
It's
can I?
10 feet long and about 3 feet.
If I put both my hands underneath the crystal and try and lift it off the pedestal a little bit, can I see how much it weighs?
Sure. Yeah, make a muscle check.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's an unfailable roll.
Well, no, it is failable.
Oh,
but only just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It appears it's affixed to the ground entirely.
Okay.
It won't budge. It's so solidly built that your enormous muscles are not enough to budge it.
What about like? Is there
Is
like a
that
glass
up?
smithing
It's-
check I can do or something like that? Maybe
What for?
to see if I can tell the thickness of this crystal.
Well, once again, that's gym cutting, and we already saw where that went.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's intuition, right?
Somebody
Yes.
has
Sure,
gym
yeah.
Okay.
Nobody has gym cutting.
No, yeah, but I was hoping that maybe I could like with my knowledge of smithing as a general thing.
No, and also glass blowing is not
Okay.
the same. This
Yeah,
is not
okay,
glass.
sure.
This is not glass of any fashion.
Well, yeah, no, I just wanted to see if I can gauge the thickness to see if it's possible for me to break through.
What about arcanology or thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, arcanology would work, but I think we agreed that nobody had that.
I do have
All
arcanology.
right. I turn back to.
We
Engel.
agreed that I don't have what I have.
I feel like I asked before, and maybe you just weren't there at that point. Anyway, don't
I will
worry
make an
about
arcanology check on it.
it. For what?
I want to see if I know what it is. I guess
See
if
if
I
the
have heard of
arcanology
such
check to
things.
see if it's malleable, see if we can break it or something like that.
Sure. go
well,
ahead.
the end goal would
See if it
certainly
has
be to
weak-
know if it
weak
has a
points.
weakness or a dispel
Right.
of some kind.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true. Yeah.
But the first I need to know if I even know what the hell it is, and my arcanology is okay. 39.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. So this is there's some sort of stasis chamber. The wizard who designed it. You maybe you've heard of something like this before. The wizard who creates it or inters himself into it. Basically has a set list of conditions that need to be met before it's open. Typically, temperature-wise, or maybe if the world explodes, then it'll open or something like that.
Interesting.
So it's typically like programmed to open based on a certain stimuli or a certain.
I take the gag out of the pirate captain's mouth.
Yeah.
Pirate captain,
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's
do you
up?
know what conditions your friend Castanimir set for his stasis chamber?
Nope.
Lies.
I put the gag back in his
You
mouth.
didn't write a note? Leave anything behind? A diary? A journal?
The body shrugs its shoulders.
On top of Pike upstairs,
Hog tie.
where no one can see it.
He just stares at me blankly.
Yeah, exactly. No, he makes the face and everything.
As the campaign podcast would like to pronounce, I wink behind my eye patch.
No, well, he says, maybe I might know, but you kind of hurt my feelings putting me in this helmet, so I guess I'll just be quiet.
Really? But it's the safest place for a disembodied head. I thought you would appreciate me thinking of your well-being.
I like to live dangerously, so no, not really.
Oh, well, I apologize for my misinterpretation of your personality.
Apology accepted.
Okay, then. Now, if you remember anything about diaries or journals or instructions left behind by Castanimir, you go right ahead with that one.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind. I'll think about it.
Can the
Alright.
wizard's first name be George, please?
Oh my gosh. Seriously?
Castanimir?
Yeah, George Castanimir. Come on.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
I re-gag the pirate captain, but I don't put him back in the helmet.
All right. I asked Roland, do you happen to know maybe if this can be broken by traditional means?
Typically, we're in a magic mirror type scenario, if you recall.
So if I break it, I get bad luck for 7 years?
No, it's more like the magic item. Like magic artifacts are so rare and so precious, and so essentially they take so much energy and resources to make that they're protected from.
I tried to blow up the
normal-
magic mirror, and what I needed was like dragon's fire.
Dragon fire, lava,
Oh, yeah. I remember.
I don't have.
unimaginable force, etc.
Oh, well, I don't suppose any of you have a magical item of destructive qualities, because
Yeah, the
typically
moment he
means-
says that, Walser, flexes. Ugh. No.
I got these guns.
His guns are magic. No.
Right. Well
So,
then,
no. Yeah.
basically, normal means cannot break something so heavily invested with magical energy.
The tinkling sound of the vibrating keys is becoming unbearable.
You know what? Keep that up. Maybe it'll be like an alarm for him.
Ooh.
In fact, I take. I sort of like. I reach out and like, Engolard, give me the key for a second. I've got an idea.
We've talked about this. You need to elaborate on your ideas before we
Yeah,
give
just
them to you.
tell us what the idea is.
I'm going to do a thing with my arms, and I'm going to make the rattling even worse.
That seems reasonable. Give him
Oh
the key.
boy. I give him the key.
All right, I start like running around the crystal so that the keys just bounce around and make a shitload of noise.
Just
And I'm
making sure.
It's like
around
bouncing
it
off the wizard's
so that
face.
Give me
their
a stamina
movement
check. Let's see how long you can do this. For.
their movement on the inside of the crystal is as erratic as possible, potentially even like bouncing into Castanimir all the
Sure.
time.
George's face.
Yeah.
George's face. Yeah.
Yeah, his name's not George. We're not doing that.
Come
George
on now.
Castanimir.
George can stand him here. Come on, that's perfect.
That's dumb. No.
Oh.
Yeah, what you imagine transpires exactly. The keys bounce erratically around the crystal egg. Hits
Yeah.
Castanimir in the face once.
Does he wake up?
No.
Does his
there
head
any
move
change of
back to
expression?
where it used to be?
Yes.
I do my damnedest to try and get the keys perfectly to just smack him in the face over and over again. To, like wave it
Okay.
around. Good morning! Hello, wake up! You have guests. The world is changed and different. Wake up and see it.
Well, I don't think this is working, guys. If you
Yeah.
allow me at least a little bit of stand back. Stand back. I want to try and swing my Lucerne at this thing. See what happens.
Everybody stand well back because it's definitely not going to work. His Lucerne's going to explode.
All right. Now, what do you want me to make? Do you want me to make an attack roll, or do you want me to make a muscle check?
Muscle check.
21. Boom.
Okay, you guys see Walser basically wind up, swing his Lucerne hammer into the egg. Walser, make another muscle check.
21.
Yes, you managed to hold your feet, but you are slid back all the way to the wall. You don't lose your balance or anything. You guys, you see though that there is basically the pedestal that it's sitting on begins to light up
I did a thing.
with what appear to be like magic runes, and those of you that can read magic see that these are they're like alert. They're like
Did they
warning,
say alert?
essentially, but in magic language.
Oh boy,
And
they
so
even misspells
they begin
alert.
to basically the pedestal lights up, the runes light up themselves and go into the floor, and then magic runes begin to light up on the stone, on the floor, and up the stairs, and basically splay out all over the place.
Should I hit it again?
I think maybe we should.
Walser,
get out
I
of
think
here.
this was as bad of an idea as I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell
I
down the
have to
stairs.
agree
What are
with
you
Roland
guys
for
doing?
once.
Things are
Things are
lighting up.
changing.
Oh, gonna die!
Anyone
I
upstairs, you see
think
the
maybe we
magic
should
rune.
leave.
The magic runes actually, as they begin to splay across the what you guys think is glass floor, all the way into the black portals, and basically the black portals begin to show runes like kind of like the Matrix green, like the green text moves up and down, kind of looks
Right.
like that. You see like magical runes inside the black portal doorways moving back and forth, left and right, up and down, side to side,
Oh no.
all the way up the ceiling, all the way up the walls.
All right. I'm ready. Another attack.
Do it again.
But
Please
wait.
don't do it again.
don't do it again.
I run up and I swing down on it and I stop just before I hit it. I'm like, why?
Because of what just happened?
Oh,
Not
yeah, I
die.
mean-
Oh, right, Walser can't read magic. No, Engolard didn't say that out loud. Just like, oh, right, he can't read that.
I mean, like, this is the only thing that's actually made a thing happen in this place. So
And I don't know.
What happen is the alarm system to turn on and turn us all into jelly.
I look at
I
the guy
pursue-
in the egg.
I'm guessing at the jelly part. I admit that I don't know what the alarm system will do to us. Maybe the alarm system will turn us into some sort of stone or ceramic or bread-based entity, perhaps.
What's happening upstairs?
There's just runes everywhere. The doors they've changed. There's more writing inside the doors. I can't read any of it. I don't know what any of it means.
I'm going to rush upstairs real quick and look at the door.
Whoa, slow down!
And
Over that bomb.
how about rush upstairs, but avoid the bomb? And if I get close to the bomb,
well,
I'll
yeah,
probably
you
slows
better,
down.
you better be careful. I would have
I
made you make a check if you didn't catch yourself or roll your catch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, then be like, whoa, slow down!
Yeah, when
Engolard
Roland hears
dies.
that, I would slow down a bit once I got near the bomb and gently step over and such, and then continue up.
run.
Yeah, you see just what I described. The bright yellow lights of these magic runes are they're in lines, almost like a spider web on the floor around you, and then the black portal doorways have this yellow text floating around inside of them.
But what does
now.
Engolard actually see? Because remember, he's got that illusion ring on too. Does he see anything?
Yeah.
Right. No, this appears to be. You guys can all see this, and so it doesn't make a difference. The black portals are there. They are real.
Yeah.
They're a function of the room. And so
Well, what did?
So
I'm
gonna
you
ask.
said that there's like runes in them. Can I read the runes?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, magic rune, magic language. It just says the same thing. It just says alert, warning, etc., etc. You know, get out,
Okay.
keep out,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them all this.
what have you. Yeah.
Well, how can we get out if we don't know where to go?
I think it's mean get out of this room.
But what if it's just to scare us off?
Yeah, I mean, it's the
No,
only
there
thing.
may be a very good reason for it to scare us off.
Yeah, there's a crazy wizard in the middle of it.
And I'm thinking that maybe we don't want to wait. I'm still thinking we may want to wait this up. And I guess I'm gonna start going downstairs.
We can't trust the pirate captain. We totally need more help.
And we can't get help from the wizard.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
if
Not yet.
The next thing that happens, who is upstairs and who is downstairs? Who's upstairs?
I think everyone is
I'm in
upstairs
transition.
aside from Roland. Walser and Roland.
So
I'm still
I'm
stairway.
transitioning downstairs. Like I'm going down the stairs.
Yeah, and I'm still upstairs.
Okay, whoever's upstairs, and so make an alertness check.
Okay,
Can
I
Pike
can
make an
do that.
alertness check too?
I'm sure if you want to make intuition, I don't think he has very good. I think he's,
5, I think it
yeah.
was.
that's untrained, so.
Oh, come on, baby!
Oh my gosh.
Pike is just
Oh.
like Sixth Sense animal.
Yeah, good thing.
Yeah,
because-
so yeah, that's what happens because Ancel is like he's like decided to clean his fingernails or something.
Yeah.
And-
Wait, no,
And
he wouldn't.
he-
He would never clean his fingernails.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
well,
Cleaning?
he's gotten used to it, so no, I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't
I
matter.
like
I'm,
the way you
I'm
do
shoving
it.
more dirt underneath my fingernail.
But yeah, Pike actually he kind of nudges his snout against your side, and he kind of motions to the black portal that is in. Okay, that is coming from the south side of this room.
Okay.
And basically what you see standing there coming out single file are two what appear to be men, but they are made entirely of metal.
Awesome.
They have
The
glowing
metal
red eyes.
man.
Round one, fight.
Yeah, I know. Well, is it like
They're coming
I feel,
towards you.
I feel pretty threatened?
Yes, they are basically 7 foot tall, about 6 feet wide, very
Ugh.
broad, square, very stout. They appear to be metal, walking suits of armor that have metal heads and no weapons, but you're not sure they need weapons,
Yeah, I wouldn't think they would.
right? And that's where we'll take a break.
All right, guys. We're going to take a break for 3 to 5 minutes here. Thank you very much for watching so far. I'm going to leave in the chat a URL that you guys can go to. It is a straw poll for the next game that's going to be starting in Die Party called Deep Black. It is basically a new game that we'll be running on Die Party, which is about space stuff in a space navy, basically. And we've tasked our audience to decide with voting what type of missions the first sort of sessions will be based on. If you're enjoying the thing so far, make sure you give the channel a follow. Really helps us out. We're trying to grow the audience around Die Party, but as we said before, we'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes with another 3 more hours, 3, not 4, of Die Party Golem's Curse. All right, enjoy the break music.